there BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm doing a book haul. My plan was to sort of do one book haul a month, but things have got a little bit out of control with publisher events recently, and so I've got quite a few books, so I thought I would split it up and do one now and then one at the end of the month. So the first book I want to show you is a book I was very kindly sent by the author herself, and that is In the Gleaming Light by H.R. Moore. Harriet Moore, who wrote this book, also wrote a trilogy that I have really been enjoying reading. It's called the Relic Trilogy, and it starts with Legacy of the Mind. This one is a different type of story. That one is more of a fantasy, and this one I think is going to be more of a science fiction read. It's set in 2048 and it's about automation. It's kind of taken over everything and all the jobs, and so things have had to change quite drastically. The government pays everyone a no strings attached amount in order to keep society sort of functioning. It's sort of split into two sides, those who can get jobs and those who can't. We're following two characters, a male and female, and we're following their different paths. One is an artist and one is a bit of a investor, it says, in the enforcement office, making a career of taking down corporate moguls. So I'm intrigued to read this one. I love Harriet's writing, so I'm looking forward to giving this one a go, and I'll let you know how I get on. And then I recently went to a publishing event at Simon & Schuster, and I was lucky enough to get quite a few books that I'm very excited about. The first is called The Burning by Laura Bates. Now, you may recognise Laura Bates's name. She is the person that set up the Everyday Sexism Project, and it was just so amazing to hear her talk. She talks in schools quite a lot, and one of the anecdotes that really stuck with me was that she talked in hundreds of schools over the past few years, and not one school has she gone into where there hasn't been an incident of sexting amongst teenage girls. She said as well that often it is the girl that gets punished for it and the boy does not get punished at all, and I just thought it was a really scary statistic. It was really scary to hear that, and I think her book is heavily involved in that kind of thing. I think it's split between two timelines, one a very past story which she briefly explained to us at the event, and one in a modern day environment, and I think we're going to be finding that not a lot has changed. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one, and I think Laura Bates' first foray into fiction is going to be well worth the read. Next is All We Could Have Been by T.E. Carter. I read T.E. Carter's first novel, which was I Stop Somewhere, which was about a rape victim and sort of a Lovely Bones-esque story. This one is involving a girl who has to move every year in order to sort of run away and keep away from people finding out who she really is. She can't give too much away because when they find out, things change for the worse. I think her brother has done something terrible and is in prison, and so she must disappear and start somewhere new in order to make sure that people don't get to know her deeply enough to know that who she is, because they shun her. This last one, she is in senior year, and I think she meets a group of people, gives a little bit too much away. She meets a boy, and then we follow what happens from there. The next book we were kindly given was The Cold Is in Her Bones by Petronelle van Arsdale. This is the same author who wrote a book called The Beast is an Animal, and I'm looking forward. The premise sounds quite interesting in this. It's set in a small village, and there is Mila, whose whole world is her family's farm. She's forbidden to leave home, and her only friend is her beloved older brother Niklas. When a bright-eyed girl named Iris comes to stay, Mila hopes her loneliness might finally come to an end. But Iris has a secret. Her village is cursed by a demon who possesses girls at random, and the townspeople live in terror of who it will come for next. And now it seems the demon has come for Iris. When Iris is captured and imprisoned with other possessed girls, Mila escapes the farm to rescue her friend and break the curse forever. But Mila is nursing a terrible secret of her own, for she is changing too and may soon be a demon herself. Slayer by Kirsten White is going to tap into my Buffy the Vampire reminiscing. I love Buffy the Vampire. Oh, Spike, I love you so much. Anyway, Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a really nostalgic TV show for me, and the Slayer is set in the same world as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and our main character is the final Slayer. Our Slayer must embrace the fact that she is going to be the final Slayer and must get into the act a bit more than she wants to, I think. So I look forward to seeing what I think of this, and if it gives me a bit of a nostalgic feel. The Words That Fly Between Us by Sarah Carroll is the story of a young girl who, escaping troubles in her own life, uses the attics in her road. She realises she can escape through the attics to other people in the road and starts hearing snippets of their lives and discovering more about them. I believe she probably soon discovers that not everyone's life is as it seems, and we will follow her on that journey of discovery. So those are all the books that I was very kindly given by publishers or by authors. The next books I've got I either bought myself or was gifted by friends. This duology I was very happily and very kindly gifted by the lovely Janet from Swirly Girly Reads. It is Unearthed and Undying by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I really like the idea of these and I'm definitely looking forward to getting to them sometime soon. Earth intercepts a message from an alien race and stuff's gonna happen. Shit's gonna go down. Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren, I have heard, is an amazing and emotional read. We're following the then and the now. We're following at 13 our main character's first real friend, at 15 their first love, and at 18 their everything, but something has obviously happened. We then follow the now, where she's about to marry a man who's safe and who won't break her heart, but then an unlikely bumping into this initial person in a coffee shop is going to set things unravelling, and I'm looking forward to reading this and having my heartstrings pulled. The Number One Chinese Restaurant by Lillian Lee is one that I've just been intrigued for and wanted to pick up. It's an adult contemporary read. I believe it's following the lives of the people who work and own a Chinese restaurant. So I don't know much more than that, and I'm just excited to find out more, and I just adore this cover. A book I just had to get because everyone's been saying how amazing it is A Heart in a Body in the World by Deb Coletti. This follows the story of someone who is running and running and running, trying to escape the trauma of their past but failing. And then this, I believe this becomes kind of a thing, and she becomes kind of an advocate for sort of running to heal, and it just sounds brilliant and everyone is raving about this, so I need to get on this bus soon. Open Road by Emery Lord follows two best friends. One is a world famous singing star and the other her friend. Both are suffering from bad breakups and so decide to go on the road for the Pop Stars tour, and I believe actually she is a country and western superstar. They go on tour. I think it's just going to be a really nice romance. And finally, it can't be a BookTube book haul recently without Daisy and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. You've heard about this from everyone, no doubt. Everyone loved the Seven Lives of Evelyn. Everyone loved The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, myself included, and so the next one to come out is Daisy Jones and the Six, and everyone is loving that too. I can't wait. I believe it's following a rock group, a girl rock group. In 1979 they split up, no one knows why until now. It says they were lovers and friends and brothers and rivals. They couldn't believe their luck until it ran out. This is their story of the early days, the wild nights, but everyone remembers the truth differently. As I say, I'm hearing nothing but great things, so I'm looking forward to getting to this one. So many books, so little time. As usual, let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these, what your thoughts are, and I shall be now attempting not to buy anything for a little while because I can't cull and make beautiful shelves and then fill them up too quickly. I need to read as well. So yes, I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.